you want to see from tonight, and did you get it?
Yeah, a lot of the things that I saw in the first half, but especially obviously a few of the boys, they have only had 3 training sessions, so just to give them some minutes, some exposure, start to understand and start connecting with each other again. And we saw a lot of good things, obviously with the amount of changes that we have to make, and that obviously the game declined, especially in quality and in control, but we knew that was going to happen.
How pleasing was it to see Bukayo Saka pick up where he left off, and William Saliba returning look so strong?
Yeah, especially the way we played the first half, I think was really good. I think we could have scored more goals even in the second half. We won it. We had 2 big chances to score and we didn't. And this is part of football, and mistakes and as well are part of sports.
Kai Havertz debut, you must be delighted to get him in. Where do you see him being most effective? What's his best position?
We will see. We have to see how he adapts, where we see him, get to know each other, and then we have to build relationship. Football is about that, and I think time will tell us where he's his best.
With Rice and Timber getting closer, how pleasing is it to be getting maybe some key business done so early in pre-season?
I don't know. At the moment, we are working with a group of players that is here. We have nothing to announce yet, and if there is anything done, you will be first to know.
And Xhaka obviously has departed since we last caught up with you. I guess, what was the thinking behind that, and how much of a loss will he be?
It's not a thing. There are 3 parts to this. He had a very clear desire that it was the right time, and it was a big opportunity for him personally to move there. We had that conversation, and at the end we all agreed that it was the right thing to move forward.
And I should pick up just a couple of injuries tonight. Odegaard in the warm-up, everything okay? Described as a slight
Yeah, him and Leo struggle. We had a few plays as well during the week, so we have to be cautious. It's pre-season. Some of the boys, they have only had 2 or 3 training sessions, so let's take it step by step.
Mikel, thank you.
Thank you.
Mikel, just quickly, you saw a lot of young players out there tonight. How pleasing is it for you to see so many youngsters involved?
It's great, and that's the opportunity that we wanted to give to them, and we knew obviously with Amanos changing and not playing in the right environment with other players as well is more difficult, but I think they did really well.
Just quickly, the number of players that have left the Premier League to go to Saudi Arabia this summer is quite extraordinary. Jordan Henderson's the latest. What do you make of all that? Have you got an opinion?
It's their decision. They have to look after their lives, their profession, and if they have made that decision, it's because they think it's the best for them.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Made your Arsenal debut. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, very happy. You know, for me, it's a very big club, and now to play here is, of course, a dream. And I'm happy to be in this group. I think now I'm here for 4 days, and I feel already very welcome. So I'm happy to be with the boys now.
What was your thinking behind making the move from Chelsea to Arsenal?
I mean, you saw already, what Arsenal have achieved last year, and you know it's a young group. And from outside, when I looked or when I watched them last year, it was always fun to watch them. I felt the energy behind the club. I mean, it's a historic club, and yeah, it's just great now to be here, and hopefully we're gonna have a good time and hopefully achieve a lot of things.
From what you saw on the outside, has that been confirmed on the inside, and how's your link up been, especially with the attacking players and the attacking talent at this football club?
100%. I think from outside, you know, it looked always like a big family. I mean, I felt the energy also when we played always against them. You know, for me it was always so tough to play against them because you felt just you know, the togetherness of the players, and now to be in there, yeah, I think from the first second I just felt very welcome from the boys. I think I'm now here for a couple of days, and yeah, I feel already, you know, as a part of the group. I mean that it takes maybe some days, some weeks to get used to the style of playing again is clear. But you know, I'm gonna give everything for the club, especially now in the next week, to get the fitness back into my body, and then hopefully perform on the highest level in the league. And yeah,
because they got so close to the league last year, do you think that's a realistic target for the season ahead, that this club can go one step further?
I mean, from history-wise, for sure. You know, this club has a big history, and you know, even last year it was very close. To be honest, from the outside, I always thought they're going to make it. So obviously, when you are part of the group, you always want to achieve the biggest things, and of course, that's one of the goals. But I think we have to look just step by step. Now it's the pre-season. We have to get the fitness back in, and I have to also to get used to the players, to everyone, also in tech and movement. But I'm going to give everything for that.
Kai, what are your ambitions? I mean, you achieved so much at Chelsea, winning the Champions League, fans' favourite there. What are your ambitions now you've made the move across London?
Obviously when you come to a club like this, always the biggest things, especially when you see the players and the talent that the team has. They showed already last year big qualities, and I just want to come in and just be a good part of this and play my best game and help the team to win as many games as possible.
Is there a slight sense of disappointment in the way that it finished at Chelsea last season, being such a bad season for the club?
I mean, of course, it was not the best season for Chelsea last year. I have to say, I'm always going to be thankful for the club, always going to be thankful for the fans as well. I had very nice 3 years. I mean, sometimes from outside maybe it doesn't look like this, but it was 100% the right step to go there like 3 years ago. But now I just I think completed this move, and now my full focus is on the time at Arsenal, and I'm going to give everything for the club to hopefully achieve something big.
Okay. Die Bayern baggern schwer an Harry Kane. Du hast gegen beide schon gespielt. Glaubst du, das wäre ein guter Fit?
Kein Kommentar, wirklich. Die Frage passt, glaube ich, gar nicht, oder? Gerade.
Naja, an dir waren sie ja auch dran.
Ich spiele jetzt bei Arsenal und bin froh, hier zu sein, und mehr kann ich dazu nicht sagen.
Arsenal won, Nurnberg won. What did we learn from that?
I don't think the manager's good enough, Rob. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. It's pre-season, first game. When the lineup came out, I was quite excited. I thought, strong lineup, put a few goals past them. We'll see Havertz and Balogun come on, and we'll see what they're all about. It didn't work out like that. Aside from that, in the first half, I was, again, underwhelmed. Second half, we got a chance to see Havertz, or did we? That's the question I'm asking now, because he was ghost. He didn't really get on the ball. But one thing I'll say in his favour is it just seemed like players were getting a run out in the second half. When Havertz was in the A, Eddie was on the left, Balogun was on the right, and Jesus was up top. Two players in positions that they're not too familiar with, in Eddie on the left and Balogun on the right. So it wasn't the best second half, but there's reasons why behind that. And yeah,
We saw positives, we saw negatives. What did you make of Havertz?
I didn't see a lot. There was one moment where he got fouled and he turned the player. That was quite good. Had he not been fouled, maybe that would have looked like a really kind of good moment. That was a kind of volley, cutback shot, something that he didn't really connect well with. Look, he looked like a little bit of what I think we all thought he was at Chelsea, which is a little bit shy, a little bit tentative, a little bit, whereas we saw Nwaneri come on, 16-year-old, and be like, give me the ball because I'm going to turn players and make things happen. But again, it'd be wrong of me to judge him too much. Look, we didn't see enough. But this was the friendly, as Lee made a really good point earlier. It was the friendly that Jesus came and blew everyone away, and then he built on it in pre-season. So Havertz just has a little bit more work to do in the next pre-season game to get us all going. But look, again, he wasn't playing with sort of the structure around him.
Where was he playing?
Well, he was playing, I think, Xhaka's position, which I've always been very sceptical about, and a lot of people have been banging this drum. He's gonna be sort of re-evolved to become this sort of box-to-box midfielder. And there are moments where you saw him tucked next to Jorginho and they'd be like a partnership. It just looked very awkward to me. I just thought, Jorginho in a 4-4-2 out of possession, okay, he can probably do it, but then Havertz next to him, I didn't really like it. But again, it's just a friendly. We'll see if they can build on it. Maybe alongside Partey, a little more comfortable, Rice or whoever, let's see. So yeah, I think he was playing that Xhaka position. I don't think he played it particularly well, but I don't think he was like terrible. I don't think he did anything wrong. You wanted to see that bit of magic, that like little moments of, that's why Arteta, and we didn't really get that, but it's
Best player on the pitch.